So I was just watching Asan Memes Just vlog, who I love, and she was doing a room tour. Her room is amazing. I love her lamps and her bookshelves and just her room in general and her. And she was sharing on her bookshelves Historic Materials, which is one of my favorite trilogies of all time, probably my favorite. And then she was like, I'm so excited for the new trilogy that's coming out. I was like, excuse me? Excuse me? What did you just say? I stopped watching her vlog, I like googled it, and I've just been saying shut up to this Goodreads page for the last 10 minutes. My goodness me. I'm so excited. Like, this is my favorite trilogy and there's going to be more, and it's coming out today. It's coming out on the 19th of October, which is today, by the way. Welcome to my October wrap-up. I haven't been making videos in a long time, or wrap-ups, there's a construction outside. I haven't been making wrap-ups or videos in a long time because I haven't been reading, but guess what? I picked up like a week ago and have been reading and enjoying and loving so much His Dark Materials. I've been listening to it on audiobook and also reading the book itself, and I am loving it so much. Like, I was worried, because I read it such a long time ago and I haven't read it since. I was worried that I wouldn't love it as much or that it wouldn't be the same, but it has been, and I've just loved it so much. I'm being sucked back into the characters in the world, and it just, I'm so like, there's gonna be more, it's out today, I don't have to wait, like, there's gonna be a whole trilogy, Lyra is gonna be in it, it's gonna be set at the same time period, before and after, I think, as Dark Materials and during, and, like, the best news. So, I just finished listening to the Northern Lights by Philip Pullman. I was doing nothing. I was just sitting there listening to it, and I finished it. And oh my gosh, it was so amazing. It was so amazing. It was just as good as the first time I read it years and years ago. I was reading this book both as the audiobook but also as the book itself, which was over there. And yeah, I was like reading it and listening to it at the same time. That's how I started, because I thought if I listen to it and read it, it'll help me to like actually read it and get out of this book slump, and it sort of worked. I think it was mostly the fact that it was just like an amazing story and I love it. But it helped that I was like really focused and I had like my headphones on and had the book in front of me. But yeah, I've been listening to it mostly, I think, just audiobook, and it's so good. I don't know if I'll do a review of some kind of it. I might, because really most of the thoughts I have right now are like, I love it, it's so epic, it's so amazing, it's just such a great, like, just the greatest adventure story. I love it so much, and I'm so excited to read the next book. I was making cupcakes yesterday and they did not turn out very well. I was just really tired, I don't know why, and like I wasn't thinking, and so I was gonna like listen to my audiobook while I was making them, but I couldn't focus. Like I needed to like focus so much on these basic cupcakes, which did not turn out, I mean they're okay, they're cupcakes, they're still edible and stuff. And today I'm like super tired as well. Anyway, I was cooking that because I wanted to film myself cooking something for a video. I didn't actually need to make anything, but I was like, let's make cupcakes. The audiobook that I was listening to is the second book of of His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's The Subtle Knife is the title. And yeah, it's so great. I'm loving it. I do though, like I had this idea in my head that it was my favorite book from the trilogy from when I read it back when. And I don't think it is. I think the first book is my favorite so far. I feel like I've told people who don't like the first book, which I don't understand because it's great, that just wait until the second book, and I'm like, now that I'm reading the second book, I'm like, no, the first book is better, like, all 5 stars, but the first book was better. The first book was more like an epic an epic adventure story, I guess a fantasy as well, sort of, and the second book has a very different vibe to it. which I like. It's a very solid book, but it's not my favorite in terms of what's happening. But yeah, I'm enjoying that. I have 3 hours left of that, which I will finish at some point. Not today though, because in 11 minutes and 30 seconds, Stranger Things comes out. I am so excited. I'm so tired though, too. I don't know where this tiredness has come from. I just imagined that I would just watch all of Stranger Things at once, but I feel like I might actually go to sleep, which is so weird. After watching a little bit of it. Maybe I'll just power through. Maybe I'll get my energy back as soon as I'm like watching it. In other news, I got this the other day, which I'm so excited about. The Book of Dust, The Ball Sauvage by Philip Pullman. This is the book that I was talking about from him. And I'm so excited to read it. I'm so glad that there's like a lot of pages. So cool. And you can tap it. Snapchat is just like killing the game. I feel like Superwoman when I say that. But yeah. So, Stranger Things was great. I loved it. It was amazing. I watched all of it at once. And I might rewatch it again. I feel like I'm gonna rewatch it tonight, but probably not. Probably not. I shouldn't. And then the day after that, I watched Thor Ragnarok, which was so great. It was so much fun to watch, and so funny as well. Like, there was like funny parts in the trailer, but you know how like they put the funny parts in the trailer and then the actual movie isn't as funny? It was so funny. And then yesterday, I finished reading The Subtle Knife, which is the second book of this. This is the whole bind-up of his Dark Materials by Philip Pullman. I really loved it. I'm so glad that I'm reading again. I've read 2 books. It's like, when was the last time that happened? And yeah, I really liked it. Not as much as the first book though, but still 5 out of 5, I think. The first book was just like this epic adventure, and the second book had a different vibe to it. There was more things happening, lots of new things were being added to the story, and like more like world building was happening and character building was happening, and I liked all of those things. There was more point of views. I liked it, I found it really interesting, and I enjoyed reading it so much, but not as much as the first one. That was my October. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm so glad to be back and to be reading again, and just, I'm loving this series. I can't wait to continue and then to read some more books. Book of Dust. I'm gonna listen to The Amber Spyglass before I go to sleep tonight, and then continue to read that, and finish his Dark Materials, and then read the Book of Dust. Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue is definitely on the list. Perfume by Patrick Suskind as well. And then, at some point in November, I think I'm going to read Harry Potter. I think I'm going to start that. I'm excited. I want to finish it before Christmas, and so I think I should start like before December, so I'm going to start. I'm going to listen to the audiobook and also read the illustrated edition, which is going to be so much. Like, I'm going to read the book with the illustrations and be hearing it. Like, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. I think it'll help me to really like get into it. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I'll probably be decorating like at the end of November-ish, so it'll just be like great. I don't know if I'm saying words. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.